stay-at-home dad, watching Disney movies he never had. His daughter digs through all the VHS, crushing the classics in a princess dress. Informed like Scuttle, Kurt's got your ticket, making it real like Jiminy Cricket. Most are off the Captain Hook, but if the Tweedledum, he'll be taking more shots than Bambi's mom. Leave him raised like Simba, or cracked like the beast dishes. He'll show you a whole new world, you won't need pre-wishes. Stay-at-home Disney dad.
A Walt Disney Christmas, 1982. What a find. We open with Once Upon a Winter Time. We got a poem about romance and winter, and we go to a song about winter love, and a couple are on a sleigh ride, and there's a rabbit couple underneath that couple on the sleigh. It's like a double date. And this is very familiar. I feel like I've reviewed this already on another VHS compilation. Google, yep. Already reviewed this as part of the Melody Time VHS review way back on episode 18. Up next, Silly Symphonies, Santa's Workshop. This is way before my time, but I'm so fascinated by this old-timey animation. The elves whistle and sing and make toys and groom the reindeer, and this is the most un-Disney animation ever. Is this even Disney? I swear I've seen this on non-Disney compilations before. Did they just buy this and slap Silly Symphonies in front of it? Let's find out. Silly Symphonies is an American animated series of 75 musical short films produced by Walt Disney Productions from 1929 to 1939. As the series name implies, the Silly Symphonies were originally intended as whimsical accompaniments to pieces of music. Okay, well that's all well and good, but this Santa is terrifying, and he's reading letters from the kids and what they want, and again, I don't know why I react to this style of animation, but it just puts me in a headspace. It puts me back in time where, you know, we weren't spoiled by how good animation would become, and you know this stuff you're watching right now was just mind-blowing in the 20s and 30s, but somehow over time became scary. Santa's in the workshop and randomly testing the toys, and his voice is sinister. I have so many questions. His laugh is the stuff of nightmares, and my daughter is gonna go do something else, and I don't blame her, because not much is happening anyways. It's mostly filler of toys doing toy things. They parade into the sack, and there's toy soldiers and racist toys and a Charlie Chaplin toy, and Santa is just creeping me out. He needs to stop laughing, but they load up the sack into the sleigh, and this is good stuff until he whips the reindeer, but then they're off, and we end, and of course we end with a terrifying moon. More Silly Symphonies. We hold on this title screen for like 30 seconds while Silent Night plays. The Night Before Christmas is next, and we get someone singing the classic poem. And oh yes, okay, this is still the old-timey animation. Put that shit in my veins. This is a Christmas drug for me. It's Santa from the last short. This is like part 2, because it's exactly the same animation style. He's on the roof, looking like an absolute maniac. There's curious mischief in this man's eyes, like a kid who pulls wings and legs off an insect. He takes out a small horn, he plays a army like Rise and Shine tune, and gets all the other creepy toys to march out of the sack. Again, these old wooden toys, for some reason, just became the stuff of horror movies. If you put horror movie music underneath this scene, it would look legit. Again, this is all animators flexing their animation muscle, and that's fine. That's what cartoons should have been around this time. It's honestly been like 7 or 8 minutes of toys unloading themselves while Santa laughs like a lunatic. The kids are spying on Santa from the stairs, and then this happens. This is a horror movie, folks. There's no coming back. Santa bails just as the kids rush in the room and open the gifts, and they shoot toy guns at each other. And no. Burn this tape. Burn this tape and every copy. Oh my God. All right, thank God there's a Mickey Mouse cartoon next. Pluto's Christmas Tree. This is as good as it gets, folks. I've definitely reviewed this one already, but we'll happily rewatch it. This has got to be in the top 5 Disney shorts of all time. After that masterpiece, we got a Mickey Mouse on Ice cartoon. This is new, I think, for like this tape. Clarabelle and her man skate, as do Mickey and Minnie. Minnie can't skate and keeps falling over. And Mickey keeps trying to protect that butt by sliding a pillow under her every time she falls. Mickey's supposed to be teaching her to skate, but he really just kind of shows off. Here comes Goofy with his ice fishing gear. This is not going to end well. Goofy's cutting pieces of his chewing tobacco into the lake where the fish chew it, but then they have to come up to use his spittoon, where he's waiting and ready to club them when they do. Now, I don't enjoy fishing, but I can 100% guarantee guarantee that if this is how ice fishing actually was for real, I would be out there every weekend. Here comes Donald, and he finds Pluto sleeping in the snow. He slaps skates on the dog's feet, hides around the corner, and then meows. So Pluto comes to life and takes off, slipping on ice as Donald laughs at him. Oh, Donald, you gonna get it. Pluto does the Bambi on ice, like not probably some like live person skating special, but like the actual original scene from the movie Bambi where the animal can't stand the ice. And shut up, I'm sure they made a Bambi on ice at some point if you look it up. Pluto sneezes, goes flying backwards, sits in the fire, shoots forward, sticks his butt in the ice, in like the ice fishing hole, water, and freezes his tail, all while Donald still laughs at him. Donald then inexplicably puts a kite on his own back, and then the wind takes him over a waterfall, because most frozen lakes have waterfalls a few feet away. Mickey saves Donald's life, and I'm not sure why. Donald lands in the lake and emerges in Goofy's hole, like his ice fishing hole, and Goofy smashes Donald on the head with his club. That's good stuff. Up next, this has gotta be the last one. This is a Donald cartoon, Donald's Snow Fight. Donald cleans off the window and he's excited because there's a new snow, but then he opens the door and it's cold and windy, so he just opts to stay inside, and I feel all of that. No, he gets a giant jacket instead. He's singing Jingle Bells, and he goes sledding. His jacket is shaped like a giant bell, and at the end of the song Jingle Bells, he jumps up and hangs from a tree branch, then rings his jacket like a real bell. And that was so stupid, I laughed out loud. I don't know why, that was awesome. Huey, Dewey, and Louie are building a snowman, so of course Donald's like, well, that's gotta die. And he sleds through it, and he laughs in their faces as he kills their snowman. So the three hatch a plan. They build a new snowman, and Donald's like, all right, round two, and he sleds into it, and bam, they built it on a giant rock. He chases them into an ice castle, and now there's an ice boat across from the ice castle with Donald in the boat, and he's throwing snowballs at the trio in the castle. He dips a giant snow blood into a bucket of water, and it turns to solid ice, and he launches that at the kids. Jeez. They retaliate with homemade ice rockets. I don't know, I'm losing interest in this one. Now the kids have hot coals, and they shoot the hot coals at Donald from the end of arrows. And then Donald's ice boat catches on fire and melts, and Donald freezes, and they dance around him, mimicking an indigenous war dance, which is offensive, and we fade to black with credits. Now they tell us, go buy Babes in Toyland, One Magic Christmas, The Small One, Christmas Carol, Toy Factory Adventure, Merry Christmas, and like 6 other VHS tapes. Just they're yelling at me to go buy more movies after this one ends. And other than the Pluto Christmas tree segment, this was the most Christmassy thing on this tape.
What do you think?
What we have is a concern about Curtis Anderson. His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best. I was wondering if the man has some kind of a hole